Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we did a firewall video to show you the differences between the gas and the diesel cabs. And the one thing that they do have in common are seam sealer issues, okay? So we did the firewall video here and showed you the differences in the seam sealer. But the one thing that they do have in common is the seam sealer inside the cowl actually failing. So I'm going to show you the inside of both of these cowls. And we've already covered actually doing the process. So in this video, I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. And we've pulled a lot of stuff out of the cowls of these trucks. However, the only thing I've done to these is take the cowl panels off. I haven't necessarily removed anything other than maybe just looking around in here and just kind of like picking around and seeing what was actually in these cowls. So this cowl is in the same shape as this cowl. So this truck was a Southern truck, this truck was a Southern truck, and Northern trucks seem to not have as many issues. But if you're restoring your truck and you're changing the cab, or even if you have a Southern truck and you're just restoring your Southern truck, the cowl is a very important part you should not skip. So we've got our light kind of rigged up in here, and you can see our chunks in here. Now, this stuff, there's no adhesion to it anymore. It's just, you can see the big chunks are a little soft there on the edges. No, that one went down the hole. But it's gotten to the point where it's no longer even tacky. So we have all these chunks in here. So we got to take all these chunks out of here. Okay, so I'm just going to move them off to the side here so we can show you exactly what we're dealing with down here. And you can see all these chunks here. So we have dirt and everything else. And you can see where they didn't get good primer. And we have the glue. So that's what this little bump here is. That is the glue from the seam sealer glue that they put in the cowl here, down here to join the cowl to the firewall. So that doesn't necessarily need to come out. However, you can see that there's a lot of surface rust in here, a lot of piles of chunks of old seam sealer, and most of this was just laying in here. I didn't even have to pick it out. It was just laying everywhere. So we still have a little bit right down in here that is still kind of attached to the firewall, but as soon as we pop it off, there's going to be no smearing whatsoever. So if we come over and look underneath this little boot here, you can see, because I picked a little bit at this, this is still relatively soft, but it's going to have to go so that we can do the whole thing, because this is old. And if we're doing, this whole cowl, we might as well just do all of it. Now, the reason that this stuff stayed so decent was it was covered. Now, this cover is almost always here. This cover is almost always gone, which makes no sense to me. But even if you don't have this rubber cover here, you do have the cowl, which is covered here, and then you can see the pattern here. So this is all dimpling from the cowl panel that covers all this. So you get light intrusion in through the dimples in the cowl panel, and that dries out everything inside, and then you still get needles and little crap that makes its way down in here. So the cowl is always a problem with these trucks. And sometimes it's not always just the cowl either. Sometimes it's your windshield. So you can see how much that moves all the way across there. And it's moving up here even. So just because your windshield is in the truck doesn't necessarily mean it's doing anything. You can see that there's a lot of butyl up here. So that was the first sign that there was something wrong, and there's a lot of, I don't know what's going on here. But if your windshield leaks, don't do this. Have it professionally fixed. Most of the time, you're gonna end up with a new windshield, and the windshields for these trucks are not that much money. So please, please, please save yourself some time and effort and some headaches and do this properly. Don't do it this way with a bunch of butyl and who knows what they did to this, but whatever it did, it didn't work because it still leaked. And if you've seen any other videos of this green F-150 cab, yeah, we had to do a lot of repairs to the inside of this truck. So this actually does not surprise me. But let's show you the other truck. So over here, we still have the same chunks. These ones are in the same condition for the most part. So slightly pliable, but only on the inside there. But definitely not any good. And you can see this piece here, how it kind of wants to stay there, but it's no adhesion. It's just all gone. And you can see that there's a little bit of corrosion under there. So the water has been getting underneath this seam sealer. So it's not dry, it's not moist or tacky or anything like that anymore. And you can see where that seam sealer actually was there. And you can see how it was not really doing a whole lot. So that's why we always do a cowl reseal when we're doing a truck of this caliber. You can see that there's some leaves and stuff in this because this has been sitting with the cowl off for a little while here. And you can see how there's some still down in here. But this hasn't been disturbed or touched until right now. And you can see that it just leafs off of there very easily. And we can just keep doing that the whole way across here. You just keep pulling it out. And you can see that there's a little bit of shininess there. And that is probably the only place that was actually stuck to the cab still, which is up off the actual floor of the cowl. It's actually sitting on the firewall here. So we have the pieces over here yet that we can get off. But you can see how the cowl becomes an issue. So that was the point of this, is I wanted to show you that it's not uncommon for these cowls to be a problem. So if you got a leaky floor, could be here. If you have a leaky floor, it could be the windshield. Now, I've also seen these cabs rust up here. So this is also part of the cowl, and it's a little bit difficult to see, but the seam sealer here, and actually you can see a little bit of it starting back there in that corner. So we're going to have to take this seam sealer out of here in this back corner and get that all cleaned up, because that's going to cause a problem at some point. And this is also another notorious area for these trucks. I've seen where they actually rot the whole way down around, the whole way towards the front there, and rot through there. So the majority of this is generally cowl related. It could be windshield related, but this is a problem area for these trucks as well. And that corner's being a little bit hard to see here. So now you can really see that corner very well. So all that seam sealer is going to have to come out of there. We're going to clean that up and get it patched up for them. And that's a problem. So those are the issues with the seam sealer. This is all stuff that you would never see, never find. You would never even know it's there. So that is down in this corner down there that you can, it's just super hard to angle here, but that's where that is. So that's this front corner of this cab down in this area here. Now, you can see how the seam sealer has been deteriorating, and what that seam sealer could have also done was help that water get in by stopping it from flowing places. But that's why we're going to be tearing all this seam sealer off of this cab here and making sure that we get it nice and clean and re-seam sealed up so that we don't have those problems anymore, because we don't need any more rust in the world. But so these can be problem areas for you, and I know we had touched on the seam sealer before with another video. You know, we did a whole seam sealer change out, and we're going to be doing the same thing to this cab here and also this cab here. So I have my work cut out for me on this because I'm going to try and do both of these at the same time, but you never know what you're going to run into with these trucks. So these are both Southern trucks, and this one in here could even be rusty like that too, but I don't believe that it is. So you can see that this one's nice and clean, and this one hasn't had any of those issues yet. But you can see how they just kind of smear the seam sealer around in here, and they don't really do a great job with it. So yeah, but you can see why it would rot there, because it's just smeared in and around. And there's actually a little bit of a line back here that's really hard to see right where my pinky is. But that little bit of a line there is possibly a issue starting with this truck even. So we need to make sure that we get this all combated and make sure we don't have any issues with that. So we have our cowl done in this truck here, and you can see we've gotten everything seam sealed. So we have another video on doing all the seam sealer here, but this is pretty much a reiteration that, you know, all these trucks realistically need this seam sealer done. And you know, we did everything here. So we did all the inside here as much as we could. We did all the outside seams here and all the way down through here, and got everything over here all sealed up. So we continued that up into the windshield here. And in the windshield video, I had mentioned about sealing this. So we ended up sealing that as well. And then also our holes up here got seam sealed. You can see where there used to be a hole there. And we did this one up here and all the ones around the edges here. So we did all the way down through here, and we ended up doing the paint match for inside the windshield trim there. And we just did black under the cowl here. You're not necessarily going to see it, so I figured I would protect it, because originally Ford leaves this all in primer in here. So that's kind of why we decided to paint this. And you can see the primer down here where we just didn't paint because it's never going to see the sunlight. But we wanted to protect our sealer, and we still need to put our boots in there. But we got all this all sealed up here. Like I said, we had another video on doing the sealer here, but we did paint all of this one in here and got it all tidied up. And then our one cab over here, we just put in primer because this is all gonna get painted. But we did the exact same thing on this cab that we did on the cab I just showed you. All seam sealed all the way through and around. And then on the inside here, we ended up seam sealing and painting, at least primering, the inside here. So we did have a little bit of a problem area inside here, and we got it all cleaned up and taken care of. So yeah, this truck was actually rusting from inside this seam out, but yeah, I don't know why. It had to be when it was put together, because there's not a drop of rust anywhere on this truck. And even when we looked down inside here, there was nothing down there. So yeah, I'm not real sure what happened there, but there was no rust on this side of this cowl. We looked it over really well, and yeah, don't know what happened there, but we ended up getting it all cleaned up down to bare metal and primered and sealed and everything else. So we did all that here. So the primer is a little bit easier to see in here than the black, but we sealed this pretty good and cleaned all the crud out of the bottom of the cowl there where our drains are and just went through the whole thing. So this video kind of coincides with our windshield sealing and prepping for a new windshield here. So we kind of did these videos simultaneously, so they overlap just a tiny bit. And if I maybe missed something on showing you something, you could probably see it in the windshield prep video. And yeah, we kind of did these coincidentally. So we did this cab over here, this cab over here. We did the windshield prep on both. We did the cowl on both. It was easier to kind of do them together than it would have been to do one and then the other. So yeah, we got all the cowl cleaned up on both of these. This cab, which ironically came from about the same general area as this cab, neither of them have the same issues. So it all depends on who put the truck together, what the steel was like, who stamped it. There's so many variables in these trucks. So this cab here had nothing wrong with the cowl, just had, you know, the typical seam sealer failure. This cab over here had the typical seam sealer failure, but had some corrosion under the windshield trim, had some corrosion down in the cowl, but however, the corrosion in the cowl came from the inside, and the inside actually was under the original seam sealer from the factory. So there was some kind of defect in this cab over here where when they put it together, there was some moisture behind the seam sealer. They didn't have the metal clean. You know, I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Who knows? But that little spot above your driver's side left foot there in the cowl, it became a problem. And it was going to become a very large problem had we not taken care of it. So the windshield cowl is very important, and there's a lot of places for water to get into these trucks in this area. Now, the video I did before talking about the windshield cowl, yeah, it can leak inside your truck, make your floor wet. It can do all of the things that these trucks do. Now, the windshield can do the same thing. So you may go through and say, well, I didn't find anything in the cowl, but my floor's still getting wet. Well, you need to look a little bit further because you could have a problem behind your original factory seam sealer on the inside of the cab that you can't see. So when you're doing something like this to one of these trucks, it's very important to go over it with a fine-tooth comb and really inspect what you have. So like I said, we inspected both of these and they looked very good. And this one looks decent. I found a lot of other things wrong with this truck. However, this truck over here, this cab, we found a problem that we didn't even know existed because it was completely hidden from the naked eye. The only thing you could see was that little bit of a nick in the seam sealer, which is shown earlier in the video here. And it turned out that it could be a lot worse than what it looked like. So if you see that and say, oh, it's just a little bit, it can get pretty bad. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're looking at a truck that, you know, if it's from the down south or it's been sitting outside a lot its whole life and, you know, you don't know what you're getting into. So it's all a crapshoot. But hopefully this will help you guys out in, you know, really taking a good look at your cowl and making sure that while it does look like it's in good condition, you know, making sure that it's actually in good condition so that we can make sure that we preserve these trucks a little bit longer. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching. I hope that this video, while it is slightly redundant, helps you guys out in messing with the cowl on these trucks because they can be extremely problematic. And hopefully this gives a little bit more detail into the subject. And we're just going to keep working on both of these things and trying to get them done here. So yeah, we got some more videos coming up and hopefully you guys can enjoy them. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.